Hello, everybody. My Dark Knights. How's it going? I'm doing an impromptu live video because the ban list just dropped. Um, it's effective as of the 15th, so Monday. Um, surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Um, Tristan, my good buddy, contacted me and told me that the ban list dropped, and he says it's extremely based. So I thought I'd react to you guys and give my opinion to it. I love that I put out a ban list prediction video and it just drops, and then I get a video or get a thing from my friends telling me the ban list dropped. So anyway, I was right that some cards were on here, but not with where they were at. But anyway, starting off with Forbidden, Moon of the Closed Heaven, decks that are not Fiend-based decks cannot play Fiendsmith anymore. Basically, the only decks that can play Fiendsmith is, unless you can make Exciton Knight, or they can do that Primite version where they can make Dippity and then go into that, or they just hope they hard pull Tract, or just hope they have the Fiendsmith, which I thought they'd limit Fiendsmith here, which they didn't, which we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I really thought they would limit that. But Moon of the Closed Heaven is a very good hit, because you hit that, most decks now can't go into that full combo now. Splash Mage was a hit to Malice. I thought it'd be White Binder, but Splash Mage was the hit is very crucial. I just thought White Binder would have been better here than Splash Mage. But Splash Mage also hits basic generic link decks as well that play Cybers, like Mathmech is just dead as well. And other decks that just play a Cybers package, they just can't just generic Cyber stuff just can't just do that and bring back a generic Cybers from the grave and bring that back and just combo off anymore with a Splash Mage and just go into an easy link 3. And then King of the Feral Imps, no longer can Mitsurugi Mitsurugi Rise will be a thing. And Mitsurugi or any of these decks just go into Mitsurugi anymore. And just go into that. And Rise will bridge into Mitsurugi. So Mitsurugi will still be a deck, don't get me wrong, but I think that they would still just be more the pure style, or you'll see Orchist thrown in with it. Or Fiendsmith. We'll probably still see Fiendsmith, but then again, Moon of the Closed Heaven is hit. So, with Moon of the Closed Heaven hit, a lot of consistency hits on this list, which is very good. And then Paradise Smasher. I'm very happy with Paradise Smasher getting hit. Listen, as someone who played Paradise Smasher in Sharks, Canine Shark, and Canine, I was getting ready to play in Canine Memento this week, and for locals, and now the card's going out, which is fine. I can just play a different rank 5, which is perfectly fine. I can just replace it with another Canine Xyz, which is good. But this card was toxic. This card was very, very toxic, and getting it rid of in Yugioh was needed. Very, very needed. Moving on to the limited section. Holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. EXT Ryzel. This is a card that should have been hit in the last list. It was semied, so its time was coming. just for free. You can just send Mirror Logic and out anything, or sending in Eclipse Twins and getting your your combo started as well. Or like I played it on Heraldic Bryziel, where you could just send the Heraldic Patriarch and then just get the combo started. Um, it's it's a nasty combo. And limiting EXT is something that needed to be done for sure. Um, I think Ryziel's dead now. I think we can officially now. Granted, there may still be. I think it may still be Rogue, but I think it's dead. I mean, that and the power creep. And then Malice P. Dormouse limited at 1. Listen, the Splash Mage hit is bigger than the Dormouse hit. And this is why I'm going to say that. It's because the combo is you want to link climb, and how to do that is you kind of go into that. Now they have to go Haggard to do that, or they just go straight into one of the link 3s. And if you stop the link 3, their turn kind of ends. And you saw it in Worlds, even with one Malice P Dormouse, the deck can still function. It got top 8 for a reason. It got top 4 at Worlds, I believe. Yeah, it was top 4 in Worlds, so it was still a viable deck, even with one Dormouse. Just the consistency of it is very low. You're just gonna have to. I would probably what they would do is they'll probably up a March Hare to 1 to 3, up it to 3, and then to and then use its effect on banish to add back the Dormouse that they banished in the start of the combo to add it back to hand for recursion. That'll probably be what they do, knowing Malice players. And my wife plays Malice, so that kind of hurts. Then we go Vanquish Soul Rosin. I thought this would be Holly Sue, but hitting Rosin was a big hit. Will it kill Vanquish Soul? Maybe with the other hit down below, maybe. Canine Vanquish Soul, no. But as a pure deck, yes. Canine Vanquish Soul is still a deck that we will see. For sure. The consistency of it will be lowered. But it will still be a deck that will be around. And the Rosin hit, being able to grab any Vanquish Soul card, is very, very powerful. It getting hit was... It was either that or Holly Sue. So, that getting hit, very good. Lacrima coming back, there is no time rule, so why have Lacrima there? And Rex Ramonde is now a card that people are now buying, can now buy, because it's actually will come up now. Link Rebo, it's paid its sins. Snake Eyes and all that, it's paid its sins, so it can come back, and I think Malice can kind of use it to try and repair a little bit, I would say. I mean, granted, they have Lingeribo, so it's like, maybe they'll try to do that, but they may try to do that. And Mimical. Like that card. And Yummy's gonna love that card as well. That's gonna be a disgusting card, Yummy. Frick. Oh, God, I just realized that. That's gonna be a very disgusting card in Yummy. Because it can be used as a tuner, and they can just they can bring it back from the grave. I just realized that. Okay, maybe Link Rebo wasn't a good card to bring back right now. Summon Sork with the bring back of the errata. That's fine. Arclight to 1. This doesn't really do anything to Yummy. It just, some lists only played 1 anyway, so that's fine. But I see a based bring back right here. Zodiac Dryden's back, baby. Dryden is back. That's great. That is just great. Seeing the original Ryziel detonator back makes my heart very happy because Dryden's back, and I think Zoo Tri Brigade is going to be a deck that people are going to have to respect again. They're going to have to respect again, like it's 2021 all over again. But yeah, Zodiac Dryden, she's back. And then Crystron Inclusion. I have not gotten to play against Crystron, but I do know if you would hit a card from them, it's either this or the Sulfefnir, I think it is. So Inclusion is a very good hit. Canine Crystron is still going to be a deck that you're going to see for sure. Obedient School to 1. Now, in my list, I thought it was going to be banned. Schooled is a card that it's not once per turn, so they could use like 3 in a turn. That's disgusting. So limiting it to 1 hits the consistency of Yummy, and there's your Yummy hit, along with Arclight. And then Stake Your Soul got hit at 1. With that and the Rosin deck, it really cripples that deck. Really, really does. And then Solemn Judgment at 1. I'll be honest, I thought that we would get Droll and Talents off of the 1, but Judgment at 1, I mean, with no time rules, you're limiting it at 1, so people just can't abuse Judgment now. I get it. Then the semi-limited only branded fusion, I understand that you have to sell the branded deck that's coming out. That's probably going to have 2 branded fusions in it, and I'm sure they'll be all hollow and have alt arts in them. And then the unlimited section. Oh my god. Glow Up Bulbs back to 3. Does this affect anything? Maybe some plant decks, maybe. Probably the Akiza deck, for sure. And I can see this card trying to be broken in some way, shape, or form, but it really doesn't do anything. Masterpiece and Diagram coming back because of the new cards for the Masterpiece in Doom, which is going to try and help it. Is it? I don't know. Masterpiece is not going to do anything in 2025. Morphing Jar at 3, that's really good. The sad part is, when Enneacraft comes out, this card is going to be abused. Just prepare yourself right now. Enneacraft, FTK, if you think it's bad, just wait. Just wait for your whole deck to be milled. Empty Jar. Empty Jar. I want to see that, because now Empty Jar is pretty much back at full power. And Mimighoul can play it now. Like, play it with it. That would be fun. That would actually be a fun, gimmicky deck. Phantom Skyblaster back at 3. Skyblaster back at 3, maybe back then did something. I have a feeling Skyblaster is going to come back and bite us in the rear. I really do. I really do feel like Skyblaster is going to be bad. Ash and Poplar back at 3. As long as OSS is banned, it does nothing. I can see someone trying to break this, but Ash and Poplar back at 3 don't do anything. As I said, Diagram back. Lightning Storm back at 3, so it was from 2 to 3. I love that. I love that it's back at 3. Giving us more, cards that deal with the boards that our opponent put up is good. And it was semi-limited for no reason. Honestly, put it back at 3. It's not going to really change much. And because most of the time people, when they put up boards turn 2 or turn 1, and we go turn 2, most of the time they put everything in defense mode anyway, knowing that your opponent may have Lightning Storms game 2 and 3, and they side into it. So they know that. And then Zodiac Barrage is back at 3. Again, Zodiac's back. Zodiac is back, and with Tri Brigade as well. And I think they're trying to sell that with, hey, you're gonna want Mouser for this deck. You're gonna want these new Tri Brigade cards that are coming out along with the Zodiacs. And I have a feeling we're gonna get Zodiac support in the future as well, because why did they bring back what they're bringing back if not to sell stuff? You got to think of what Konami's doing. They're selling stuff. Look, Branded Fusion got brought back because they're selling that deck, that Chronicles deck in October. Glow Up Bulb, they're selling that 5Ds deck with the Kiza in it. They're going to want people to get those. Masterpiece, new support. Morphing Jar, Enneacraft. There's something, Sky Blaster's going to get something. And then Zodiac Barrage, we're getting some form of Zodiac support coming up soon. I guarantee you this. But anything they bring off, pay attention. Pay attention, because there's definitely something that they are planning on doing. But anyway, this is all the time I had for this video. It's just a really quick one-shot video that I had. I'm probably going to put this up tomorrow because I just put up a video. So, and my internet here is still kind of shoddy. I'm working on fixing it. I've been in this place for like a week or two now. I think it's week 2. So I'm still working on fixing that. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. And as always, stay awesome, my Dark Knights.